For the final follow-along exercise in this course, we're going to do some selective sharpening by using the brush masking technique. Open the support file kelly.jpg. Now, the first thing we want to do is duplicate the layer. If you remember, we can either click and drag it to the Create New Layer icon on the bottom of the Layers panel, but if the layer we want to duplicate is already selected in the Layers panel, which it should be since this is just a one-layer JPEG right now, we can just press Ctrl-J on the PC or Command-J on the Mac. Let's rename these layers. Double-click on the name of the background layer and rename it Original Layer. Double-click the name of the new layer and rename it Sharpened Layer. This photo is in focus, but it's not quite tack sharp. We want to sharpen my friend Kelly's face here and not the grassy area. Oftentimes in a portrait we want a blurred background with a low depth of field, but in this one the background is very close to the person, but having a slightly blurred area around her isn't a big deal, and actually preferred since it will bring attention to the face. This grassy area that's more out of focus than her face can stay blurry. What we'll do is sharpen the entire layer and then mask through this area so the original slightly blurred layer shows through in the surrounding areas. So with the top layer called Sharpened Layer selected in the Layers panel, go to Filter, Sharpen, Unsharp Mask. Experiment with the amount and radius, and make sure Preview is checked to preview the sharpening both here and on the canvas. We don't want to overdo the sharpening. Once it looks sharp without adding a grainy look, click OK. Now with the sharpened layer still selected, click Add Layer Mask on the bottom of the Layers panel. Select the brush tool and choose a soft edge brush because we don't want a noticeable edge. Then just paint some black in the outer areas so the bottom layer shows through. This is a subtle effect, but some of the best adjustments in Photoshop, at least in a photographic context, are subtle, resulting in an improved but still realistic photo.